All right, so this is Not So Secret Saturday. This is one of those sort of alternate development path mods. Basically, this mod is like, what if the game had retained the style of alpha Minecraft and just kept updating? So it's kind of similar to like Better Than Adventure, where it's like, what if the game was in this version, this old version, and it took a different development path? I honestly don't really know what I'm going to find here. I don't know that much about this mod, except that I saw that there are sponges, and I saw like gears on the mod page. Obviously, one of the first things you'll notice is it looks like alpha Minecraft. This mod is trying to recapture the look and feel of alpha Minecraft, so that's pretty obvious why they would do that. You got these blue flowers. I think these are from Pocket Edition, actually. I never really played Pocket Edition except for like 30 minutes, maybe like 10 minutes in school one day on my friend's phone. So that's something cool. Also, you will notice audio-wise, they added in ambient noises. So you can hear the birds chirping there. I'm pretty sure these were like a planned feature for like a long time ago when Minecraft was still around this development era. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if they have some crafting quality of life. Oh, they don't add a lot of they don't have the drag clicking, and they also don't have the newer shift clicking. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and get our pick here and start doing something. I guess my goal will be obviously to make a house. I mean, that's kind of like the whole main Minecraft goal. But yeah, it looks like this is still the sort of vanilla alpha generation. I don't know alpha generation that well, but it looks basically like alpha's generation. And I'm digging it, honestly. I've always been a fan of alpha's terrain gen. I like that it creates these big open spaces, like really flat fields like this. It creates those a lot, but you also do get the kind of cool mountains and hilly terrain. I feel that beta sometimes can be too much hills, and I do wish it had slightly more flat terrain sometimes. Let's go get some stone. There's a lot of clay. I'm seeing clay everywhere. There's clay there, clay there, clay there, clay there. I'm assuming they increased the spawn rate of clay. There's also like ocean wave ambiences next to the beach, and I think that's actually pretty cool. We'll see if I get tired of the ambiences, but right now I think they're cool, just at least as like a novel thing. I'm not really used to playing Minecraft with any ambiences. Don't know if I've played any version that had that. I'm hearing like chimes. That's interesting. Is it because I'm near a cave? Whoa. What is that? Is that a spider web? Yeah, listen to those chimes. Interesting. Let's try this cave, see what happens. I'm not hearing anything. It may be connected to like your Y level, like how deep you are before the ambience starts playing. I really don't know what triggered that. That's interesting though. Also, we found some iron. Yay! Let's go ahead and make a little starting thing right here. Credit where credit's due. They did add in the shift clicking, which is not present in alpha. Oh, I should probably mention this mod's made by DirtPiper. Funnily enough, I mentioned DirtPiper in my original Creepy and Weird Things in Minecraft video. So yeah, that's actually just a pure coincidence. I didn't know it was the same person until recently. That was just pure coincidence that they happened to kind of show up on my radar before I even knew who made this mod. Actually, while we're down here, check out the settings real quick. I did see really quickly earlier, there are some new settings. Music, ambience, obviously for the ambient sounds. You have some mouse sensitivity. I don't remember if that was in alpha, but oh, my difficulty's on peaceful. I was testing recording earlier, and yeah, I forgot to change that back. We do have new render distances, which are even farther. So if I shift F, I should be able to show them off. So we're on far right now, which is in vanilla. That is the farthest render distance. Pretty far, pretty good. You know, we can see way out over there. Apparently we can go even further. So this should be the next farther next farthest render distance. And if we go even further than that, it's going to take a minute to load it all. But yeah, wow. You can see really far with this render distance. I don't know if I want to play on this. I might just stick to the default far. But yeah, that's pretty cool. If you want a super duper far render distance, you can actually do that. Oh, it's getting nighttime. I don't want to hole up for now. The ambience is changing, I think. Yeah, it's turned to like bugs now, and you can just very faintly hear crickets too in the background. That's pretty cool. I like that detail, and the transition was pretty smooth. So I think that's neat. I wonder if they changed the durability on like tools in this version or in this mod, because in vanilla alpha, tools have pretty low durability. They ended up buffing the tool durability once or twice. Oh, there's a creeper over there. Nice. I really don't know how much this mod changes, so I guess we're gonna find out together. Like, for example, there were a bunch of different like world generation options when I started this. There was the normal, which we're playing in normal. And there was like floating island, corrupted, and I think desert. And yeah, we can look at those later. I was really tempted to do floating island because I thought that'd be cool, but we can definitely check that out later. I don't have too much to do tonight, I guess, except dig. Which is pretty standard for these early versions. Your spider. There's probably a cave nearby. I won't use F3 right now. I'll be honorable. Here's a cave. All right. Ooh, spider webs. Yep. Saw those earlier. I should make a sword or something. All right, iron sword. Not afraid of you. Some more iron. Spider webs. Ooh, they make the wool sound effect. Cool. If I break it, I get string. Okay, cool. Cool. I guess they're just decoration. I don't know if they indicate something like a spider dungeon nearby. Because I know they do that in, in abandoned mine shafts, but that might just be decoration. I'm not hearing any cave ambience right now, which is interesting. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I think it's tied to a certain depth, maybe. I'm actually not sure, but we can experiment with that. Yeah, and it's gone. That was a really short cave. That's kind of a disappointment. Oh well. Aha! The birds came back. So I know it's daytime. Awesome. Oh! Fuck! Ah, I got stuck in a hole. I tried to get myself out. Okay, I just tried to click on extra settings. And oh, that took a minute. Display fog. Interesting. Modem volume. I don't know what that means. That's interesting. FOV. Can be changed. Yeah, that's going to be popular for people. Cool. Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of good options here. Save location. Return. Run. Oh yeah, there's a sprint. We'll show off the sprint in a second. Let me cook this pork and eat it. So we don't have a repeat of the BTA video where I have food and I'm not eating it even though I'm on half a heart. Can I craft wool with string yet? No, unless it might take 9 string. I think I've seen that before. All right, let's go ahead and eat. Oh yeah, so this is another thing. The sprint, I think this is actually really clever. I did notice this earlier while I was testing the mod. So there is sprint added in this mod. I get that, a lot of people, they want sprint. They kind of can't get used to just walking all the time. I'm used to walking all the time. So like, even when I have sprint, I rarely use it. But, yeah, they added sprint, and I think the way they implemented it without a hunger system is actually really clever. So let me eat this pork chop. Or actually, let me show you first that if I sprint, you'll notice, if you look at the hearts, that they're like going down. It's like a secondary overlay for the hearts, and that's what represents your sort of sprint energy. And I think that's really clever. One, because you don't need another meter. I've seen mods that add sprint and they have like a little like lightning meter to indicate your energy for sprinting. And I think that's fine, but I think this is really cool and sort of thrifty the way they've used the health bar for sprinting. And the other cool thing is that your sprint is limited by how many hearts you have. So if you have full hearts, if you have food ready and you can keep your hearts at full, you can have the largest sprint bar. But if you're hurt and you can't heal, then your sprint bar is lowered. I think that's a really actually cool idea. And again, I think that's just really clever. It doesn't need to add another meter. It just uses your health bar and plays straight off of that. So I actually really like that. Let's get some of these cyan flowers. Oh yeah, none of the items have names yet. I forgot that about alpha. Can I make dye with this? Oh, I can. It looks like blue dye or light blue dye. Okay. I know these blue flowers are like a thing that people get really nostalgic about. So I'm guessing the creator of this mod, I'm guessing DirtPiper played a lot of Pocket Edition, and so really enjoys the flowers. Oh, there's a cow in here. Come on. This isn't a hotel. Should probably make a door. I do hope they fix the whole like ore generation thing, because in alpha and these older versions, the ore generation was weird, where like depending on which quadrant of the world you were in, the ore generation would actually be like a lot less than it was supposed to be. I don't really know how that worked or why that was a bug. But yeah, that was a thing. And like, yeah, if you didn't know about that, and if you just went in the wrong direction, you could be like totally screwed for ores. Make the game just like way harder on yourself. I'm really curious what determines the cave ambience playing. Because like I'm underground. I'm below the Y that I thought I needed to be. But maybe because like I'm in a torch lit area, it's not playing. I really don't know what the conditions for it playing are. But that's really interesting. I don't know how it knows, quote unquote. I don't know if it actually knows, but it feels like it knows that I'm in like an artificial tunnel, and so it's not playing the cave ambience. Also, my skin's not working. No! I'm just Steve. Ooh, gold. Okay, that's cool. I don't know if there's powered rails in this version, but at least I can make like a clock and I mean, I don't know what else I would make with gold. Gold blocks, I guess, for decoration. Oh, cave. Okay. Now I'm hearing the cave ambience again. Yeah, it as soon as I got into a cave, it started playing, so I don't actually know. How does it know if it's a cave instead of just any space underground? That's very interesting. Ooh, it's actually really quite cool and atmospheric. I like that. Holy crap. Okay, I was just looking how low I was, but there's a lot of name tags over there. What is going on? That must be a massive cave. Okay, now I have to go over there now. I know that's kind of like it's cheating a little bit, but the main point of this video is just showing off the mod, so I mean, I see something cool. I gotta go show it off. What is that? A new ore? I did not know there was gonna be a new ore. What is this, moss ore? Oh, right, there's no name, so I don't even know what this is. This is interesting. Well, probably smelt it. It looks like it's like gold or iron. So let's see what that does. But first I want to go see what's up with this cave over here. Oh man, I never organize my hotbar. I feel like there's someone watching this right now. Oh, there's the cave. I feel like there's got to be someone watching this right now. Like Why does he have leather and flowers on his hotbar? Why don't you just make a hotbar order? No, I've kind of always been like that. Well, here's the thing. I don't even know what I would put. Maybe sand, just in case I need sand. I don't know. Bones. There we go. That's a good hotbar order right there. Some more of that green ore. You know what? I'm wondering if it's copper. If it's supposed to look like oxidized copper. There's quite a bit of it, so it's a pretty common ore, it seems like. Yeah, I feel like the green color, that could be it. I'm hearing popping and bubbling, which I assume is lava. It doesn't sound like the normal lava sound in modern Minecraft. Wow, this is quite a big cave. Holy crap. Yeah, lava has sound. I haven't, I'm not used to that. I'm used to lava being silent. Wow, this is a crazy cave. They must have made the caves bigger, unless I'm just having insane luck. No, these caves are massive. Wow. Pretty cool. The inclusion of spider webs, obviously that's part of the mod. I don't think spider webs ever really spawned like that in caves, but it feels pretty vanilla. It doesn't feel too out of place. I hope they've added some underground structures because, to be honest, I really like that kind of thing. It's one of my favorite parts of the adventure update. And older versions tend to be lacking in cool underground structures. You know, we have dungeons, which are cool. But I like abandoned mine shafts and stuff. I don't know why. Just the idea of it is really cool. Oh! I thought that was more of the green ore at first, but no, it's diamonds. Awesome. Okay, that was pretty fast. Got our first diamonds. Nice, nice, nice. Whoa. What was that? Sounded like a creeper fell in lava? I don't know. Gold here. Man, this is a pretty bountiful cave here. Just want to look around a little while longer, but I mean, I've made some good progress so far. I don't even have a house yet. I already have diamonds. Oh my god! Oh, he's killing me! Wow! Just totally backed me into the corner. And just destroyed me. Okay, I'm gonna get this gold and then I think we should head back for safety. Oh, this place is so huge. It's sprawling. Okay, but that was cool. That was a big cave. It looked really fun to explore. I'm heading back because I don't have any food or armor, so I don't think I should go there yet. And also, there's some things we need to check out. At least one thing, which is this ore. Let's see if it's copper. I should also probably make a chest to have a proper base finally. That's totally copper. Okay, interesting. So let's see. We'll see what this can do. I don't know if they have copper equipment, like armor and tools in this version. That'd be kind of funny if they do, because it's like I chose to play this mod now when they just recently announced that they're going to add copper tools and armor into Minecraft, into vanilla Minecraft, which I guess is cool. Just like an armor tier that's less than iron. I feel like I don't know. I don't know if there needs to be something between stone and iron, but I mean, copper's so bountiful. I feel like I heard some people saying like I think copper may replace iron as just like the economy armor, you know, that you wear when you don't want to spend any diamonds or netherite. And I feel like that may be the case, at least to a degree, because copper is so bountiful. So, you know, if copper armor is even half decent, then I feel like people will just wear it, you know, just to have it on, you know, whenever there's no need for like a serious set of armor or anything. You know what? I should really start a farm. I need a reliable source of food, so let's go start a farm. There's no tall grass, so if you didn't know, in Alpha, in order to farm stuff, you had to just till the ground, and there was a chance that you would get seeds like that. So I'm gonna have to till a lot of ground here to get enough wheat seeds. And it does look like we trampled the farmland by walking on it. I'm not a huge fan of that feature, but I mean that's in the vanilla game, so like I don't blame them for including it. I'm just saying in general, like I don't think that feature should have even been in vanilla Minecraft. I feel like it doesn't really add anything except frustration, in my opinion. But you can let me know what you think about the whole farmland trampling thing. Let's see if this copper can do. Oh, no copper helmet. So maybe no copper tools. Maybe it's like vanilla Minecraft right now where it's just sort of certain special items where you can use copper. Yeah, no copper tools. But there must be something you can make with this, obviously, or else it wouldn't be in here. I'm guessing I'm making copper block. Yeah, copper block. There we go. But there has to be something else. I don't know what it is because there's no guide or anything. So I think at this point, I think I'm gonna have to look up a guide or a wiki page for this mod to see what's in here. Okay, I tried taking a look around for some sort of guide or wiki for Not So Secret Saturday. I did find a wiki page for this mod, and it didn't help me that much. It does seem to have some information, but it looks like a lot of it's unfinished. And the weird thing is that it's like it's filled with these random like spam articles. I don't know what happened to this wiki, if it got like hacked or something, but it is like filled with just tons of these random articles. I don't know what's going on with that actually. But yeah, that wiki helped me a little bit. I did find out there's a use for copper, at least one use or two uses for copper. Well, first, I think if you do this, yeah, we get gears here, which I don't actually know if they do anything, if they can be powered by like redstone, for example. I really don't know, but we'll have to play around with that. I'll have to mine some redstone and see what I can do with these. If they just act as redstone dust that can be placed vertically on a wall, maybe. That might be a cool idea. That's what I'm guessing is going to happen, but I really don't know. The second thing we can do with copper is we can burn a string, apparently. Let's go in there, and we should get a burnt string. There it is. And the wiki called this a burnt string or filament. Actually, hold on, I don't remember what the actual recipe is. So I put glass, copper, and then oh shoot, and this makes a light bulb, 2 light bulbs, and apparently these need to be powered. But I'm guessing they basically work like redstone lamps. If they are powered, I'm assuming by redstone, then they should give off light. I'm really glad that dropped the item and I didn't just waste one. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. So copper is for gears and lamps as far as I can tell. That's all the wiki said, so I don't really know if there's anything else. I should probably mention the name of this mod, and I guess the idea behind it is based on the secret updates, the Secret Friday updates. This was a series of updates that Notch did way back during... I guess during alpha, I think it was the thing was that like he wouldn't announce when he was doing the update, and also like it wouldn't be, you know, obviously explained what was being added in the update. And I think there was one Secret Saturday update. But yeah, that was pretty short-lived. That was only for a short while that those went on. And obviously this is supposed to be like, ooh, it's being continued. This is becoming really reminiscent of one of my early bases when I used to play this game as a kid. Just a big underground ugly thing. The alpha weapon swinging, I noticed that this, even when I was playing vanilla alpha, there's like kind of a delay to it. You can't spam it as fast as you can in like beta. That's actually kind of interesting, and I do find that the combat and the marbs They're not called marbs. The mobs are a bit harder to kill in this version. A bit harder to fight. Get some more resources. Always gotta dig. Don't focus on no girls, just always stay digging.
Don't focus on no girls, just stay gaming.
All right, I just went on a little mining trip real quick. Got some more stuff. I didn't really find anything new, though I did find some slime balls. Now, this is interesting to me because slime balls didn't really have a use back in these versions, in the vanilla versions at least. I'm trying to think. The only things I can think of are sticky pistons and magma cream for potions. But yeah, none of that is in vanilla alpha, so I'm wondering if they added any of that or if they added something new to use those with. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and check the wiki. Okay, yeah, so I just looked around. I couldn't find anything about slime balls or any uses for slime balls, so I guess they're just here. I don't know, I think that's kind of funny. But yeah, they're just in the game. I mean, I guess it was that way anyways in alpha. I did find, though, something else which was very helpful. I found a video by a YouTuber called Jyration, and basically he just goes through and explains like every change or everything added in each version of this mod. So that was actually that was really helpful, and I really needed that for this mod because like I was looking for some place that had like all the sort of main features and additions for this mod in one place. I at first I kind of wanted to try to just see what this mod had that I could find out for myself, you know, just kind of go into it blind. But now that I've spent a little time and I'm kind of not sure what to do or what to show off next, I think it was really helpful to find that video. So yeah, really good video. I did find out that there's a lot of fixes for sort of annoying things. So for example, the whole ore bug that I was talking about earlier, where ores wouldn't spawn properly in certain areas of the world, that's actually fixed. So ores do spawn properly all over the world. Also, the armor works very well, like really well. I was down in the caves earlier, and I was doing really well, even though I was getting hit by mobs. And it does not work like the vanilla old armor anymore. So you can see I have damage here, but my armor bar is still completely full. I think that's just a really nice little tweak. And honestly, I think all of these old mods need something like that. There was one thing I wanted to try that looked kind of fun. Let's see if I can get it to work here. I don't know if there's a special condition for it. Okay. I think I know how it works. Maybe. Let me try to do it here. Oh, fudge! He was waiting there to ambush me. That was a classic creeper move. That's honestly fine. I was planning on remodeling this area anyways. The ambiences have been gone for a minute. I don't know if that's just a bug, but I haven't heard any ambiences for a while now, which is kind of odd because like I'm so used to hearing them now that I've been playing this. I kind of got used to it, and then when I... Hello? Yep, still nothing. Now it's like it's become more ominous. You know, vanilla Minecraft doesn't have ambiences, obviously, and you know that kind of contributes to people's idea that it's kind of lonely or sort of gives you an isolated feeling, a liminal feeling, as people like to say. But yeah, people like that. But I do kind of enjoy the ambiences. I think a lot of them are really cool, and they add some life to the worlds when they're working. But now that I've gotten used to it and they suddenly stopped, I don't know why they stopped, but they just did. It kind of became like a little ominous because it's like, what happened to all the birds? There were a bunch of birds out here and now they're all dead or something. I don't know. It's possible I need to close the game. It's just like a bug. I need to restart. Let's see. Wait, this is actually funny. I don't know how well you can see this, but the splash text says, "Please help me. Someone is making me type out all of these splash texts. I haven't seen my family in 12 days. Please help." I don't know if that's a vanilla splash text. I don't think it is, but that's funny. Oh, there's the ambience back. Okay. I think it was just some sort of bug. But yeah, there we go. I have to say the sort of little light ocean wave ambience when you're near a body of water is pretty nice. I like that. So let me see if I can get this feature to work. Yes! Okay, the Wombo chest. Let me change the GUI. Wait. Wombo chest, yes. Okay, this is interesting. So I think this is based off a bug that used to be in the game in certain versions where if you placed a chest in water, you could place them like next to each other. So like you could have up to 3 chests or maybe more next to each other. But now they've made it an actual feature, I guess. It looks like if you click the edges, you just see large chest. Yeah, so these 2 large chests, I guess, are like these blocks and these blocks, but they're not connected. Like I can't see the items in here. But if I click the middle block, I get the Wombo chest in here, which has, how many slots is that? 9 times 9, 81 slots. It's pretty cool. And I think you can make it actually even bigger. So let's see right now how big we can make the Wombo chest. Oh, I got an apple. Yeah, that's another thing I saw. Apples now can drop from tree leaves, which they didn't used to be able to do in this version. It used to be you could only get them from Notch, but this is pretty cool because you can actually make golden apples if I use gold bars around the apple. I think it's gold bars or gold blocks. Yeah, we can try that out in a second. Okay, let's see how big we can make this. Let me see. What are you doing here? Oh my gosh, super Wombo chest. Wait, can I do a super duper Wombo chest? It's getting dark, but I need to find out. I need to know how far this goes. All right, so if I do this on this chest. Oh my gosh, I can't even read that. Hold on. I need to change the GUI. Mega super Wombo chest. Holy crap. I think this might be the cap because yeah, it's 1 chest on each side of it. But my GUI is so small. That's actually kind of hilarious. But yeah, that's so fun. How many is this? So 15, it should be 15 times 9. What is that? Should be 135 if I'm doing my math right. Yeah, that's really cool. All right, I got the showed off the Wombo chests. Yeah, it's pretty cool that they took a sort of a bug that people utilized and made it into an actual feature. I kind of like that. Let's try making a golden apple. Yippee! Ah, golden apple is mine. I didn't even have to find it in a dungeon. All right, I'm going to put that in there so I don't accidentally eat it. Oh yeah, gold tools. Here's another cool thing about this mod. The golden tools, at least the golden pickaxe, is Silk Touch, basically. I think they call it Gold Touch. So yeah, actually Better Than Adventure did this as well, and I'm wondering if they got the idea from this mod. If I use this, I should just get the raw block instead of the normal drop. I think that's really cool for a version that doesn't have enchantments, because really, like, gold tools, gold pickaxe, like, there's no reason to ever make one, really. And this actually gives it, like, a reason. And, you know, instead of just making it like, oh, you know, it's stronger and it's in between iron and diamond or something like that, it actually gives it, like, a unique use case. And I think that's really interesting. I think that's fun and cool. So, yeah, I like that. Thumbs up. There is a different tool tier that I saw in Gyration's video. And I want to go down and see if we can get it. Okay, so I got some obsidian here. This should be able to... Okay, no. Okay, interesting. See, I saw there were obsidian tools, but I don't... It looks like I can't craft it. Not really sure. Is it... Do I need to, like, smelt it into bars, maybe? I don't know. No? Okay. Okay, looking back at the video, I saw obsidian tools and I just assumed that they would be made like that, but it looks like there is a special process to get them. So yeah, that's definitely something we can try out when we get the chance. actually wondering if boats are made better, because that's I can't remember anything being mentioned about that, but I feel like that is something that should be added in any mod for an older Minecraft version. There's also something I learned that there's no new underground structures, but there is a new type of dungeon that we should keep our eye out for. I see something kind of squarish over here. I'm wondering if that's it. That's one of them. If so, we might be lucky right now. Let me see if I dive right here. Oh, it's bricks. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Ooh, how should I approach this? I guess digging from the side is probably the best. Whoa. Okay. It's interesting. Oh, I need to go back up for a sec. All right, is this whole thing gonna be underwater? No, it looks like there's some air in there. I do need to get in though. Oh man. Oh no. All right. Maybe if I can go down and get a torch in there. Okay, I got one torch in there. I hope that might slow down the spawning. Man, the mobs hit really hard in alpha. Oh, fudge. Okay, I need to get in there. I need breath. Yeah, it's okay. Come on, torches, torches, torches. Torches. Okay. Oh. All right, that was interesting. Definitely can't approach that like a normal dungeon. Okay, well here we are. These are the underwater dungeons. Instead of cobblestone and mossy cobble, looks like they have bricks instead, and mossy bricks. These are something I saw real quick in the video. That's a new decorative item. Apparently, I think I saw on the wiki that it's just the brick texture, but the white lines are using the grass texture, like the grass block texture. So that's kind of interesting. It's very sort of Minecrafty to reuse and mix textures like that. I feel like maybe it should be the darker green from the mossy cobblestone, but this looks okay too. All right, let's see what's in the chest here. Aha, chain boots, and we got a sponge, which I knew that was one of the things that the mod added. So yeah, woohoo, we got a sponge now. And we do have chainmail boots, which are pretty dope. Look at those. I always loved chainmail. Awesome, awesome armor. Let's, oh, there's a sponge down there too. How many sponges are in here? Huh, okay, cool. Do I need to use a gold pick? I don't know. Whoa, oh, of course. So that's the reason the whole dungeon wasn't flooded, because there was a sponge in there. That's very clever. I like that. And that's a really cool way for like people who might not know to show like what the sponges actually do. I think that's awesome. Let's try out our sponge here. Very cool. Well, that makes oh, didn't mean to do that. That does make making underwater bases a lot easier though. So good item, good feature. So yeah, that's really cool. I think an underwater dungeon. It's kind of like feels like a prototype to the ocean monuments. I saw another square thing over here. Oh yeah, there's one over here too. Cool. Let's see if I can get in from this corner on the top here. Maybe. Oh no. Sponge not working in here? Oh wow. Iron armor's really good. I don't know if I took any damage from that right now. Yeah, let's see what we got. Diamond chest plate. Nice. I mean, it sounded like I said diamond chest plate, but no, chain chest plate and a diamond is what I meant to say. So yeah, if you're like exploring underwater, you could totally just use sponges like this. Oh, he's trying to shoot me from up there. Come on, man. This is really weird. I've never been in this situation before in Minecraft. All right, let's just get out of here. Come on, dude. No. Oh, this is going to be annoying. There we go. All right, we better head back. But I'd say that was successful. Successful little adventure there. Well, it's night here. Let's just try some redstone real quick. I want to see if the cogs actually do anything or if they're just decoration. I could have sworn I saw them spinning in the video, in Gyration's video, but whoa, little like purple flash there. I don't know how to make them spin. It has to be like this. I don't know what's going on there. I thought if they were powered by redstone, maybe it would work. No. Nothing. Well, the lamp should work at least. Hold on. Having a bit of trouble with redstone, I guess. Oh, shit. I just totally broke it. For things like this, you know, when there's a lot of new blocks and you don't know what the right tool is to break them. I wonder if there should be a thing, maybe just like a subtle indicator that shows you like, hey, you're breaking this with a tool, you know, that's not right and you're about to lose the object. So yeah, that might be a good idea. Okay, that worked. Yeah, there you go. The new I think it was called a bulb. I don't know. It doesn't really matter because none of the items have names. And so it's just like the old days where we used to have to make up names. I mean, I say we, I didn't really play back then, but I know people would make up sort of their own names and there were different names in the community for different items. I think some people used to call chickens ducks. Some people used to call torches candles, I think. So yeah, stuff like that. Oh, there's one right here. Interesting. Totally hidden. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Why isn't the sponge working? Oh, it is working. Oh, man. I'm telling you, the sponge really makes such a unique situation here. So I may die if I don't light this up. Got some gold. Nice. And water buckets. Ooh, a lot of sponges. That's good. Okay, I want to see what happens if I break this using the gold pick. Whoa! You can actually get one. That's so cool. That's awesome. Wow, I like that. You know, you can totally convert one of these into like a cool underwater base. I'm guessing someone's done that before. Yeah, we got a spawner now. Pretty cool. I'll probably use it for decoration. Some sort of future house thingy. And it becomes a pig spawner, which I think makes sense. Usually when you place down a spawner in any version of Minecraft, it's a pig spawner by default. Oh, but yes, the other thing I wanted to do, now that we have some sponges, I can show off one of the other new features. Should work. There is now sponge armor in the game. You can make a full suit of sponge armor, and I think it helps you like breathing underwater or something. But yeah, here, this is the sponge armor, and if you put it on your feet, it should make a special walking noise. I think that's very funny. I think that's from SpongeBob, actually. I really recognize that noise. Yeah, I think that's either like SpongeBob or Squidward's like walk sound. That's so funny, though, that they added that in. I think that's really fun. But yeah, that's pretty cool how you can just get a bunch of sponges and turn them into armor. It's just like, that's so wacky, but like, I don't know. It's great. It's great. Okay, so there is one more structure that I know of that's been added in this mod, and I want to try to find it. It's a rarer structure, apparently. I don't really know how rare it is exactly, but I think I may have to travel pretty far from my little tiny base here to find it. So I'm just going to pick a direction, start walking, and see if I can find it. I got myself all equipped up. I have an extra set of armor. I got my pick. I got an extra sword, a bunch of food and stuff, arrows. So I'm about as well equipped as I can be in this version. Ooh. An earth dungeon. I don't think I've found one yet. All right, let's go ahead and just burn these guys. Perfect opportunity. Sorry, guys, you don't stand a chance in this situation, huh? There's mushrooms just out in the open here. That's interesting. Oh my god. Whoa. I found one. Oh, it's lagging. It's lagging pretty bad. Wow. I was kind of giving up hope, but I can't. How did I not see that? I just turned my head and it was right there. That's awesome. So these are another structure that's added in this mod. That may look familiar. Some of you might know that brick pyramids were in, I think, certain versions of InfDev, if I remember correctly. And they have been added back in this mod with a little bit of a twist. Yeah, let's go ahead and check this thing out. Oh, wow. So cool. Can't believe it was just here. I was literally thinking to myself, like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find one. Yeah, awesome. Very, very cool. So you can see it has the mossy bricks, like the dungeon. They are also hollow on the inside, which is pretty crazy. Holy crap, let's take a look at this. It actually looks really cool in there. Whoa. Oh, wow, that's so cool. The light's like coming in through the top. Wow, that looks insane. Oh, man, you could make a really cool base inside one of these, for sure. Underground jungle. I love it. Very nice. So, these pyramids are not just to look cool, even though they do look really cool. There is actually a gameplay purpose to actually find one of these. And try to show it off right now. First, I want to put on some better equipment, and you'll see why in a second. If we come up to the top of the pyramid here, we will find that it is not capped by a normal brick or mossy brick. So yeah, we come up here and there's this thing. This actually pretty cool looking block, in my opinion. And the sun's going down, which is actually kind of perfect because I'll show off one of the attributes of this block. This golden brick block is that it actually emits light, which is kind of cool. Unfortunately, I read you cannot like pick up this block even if you use a gold pickaxe on it. So that's a shame because I think it's a really cool looking block. If we break this block, something's gonna happen. I have no idea if I'm ready for this. All right, let's see what happens. Yep, so if you break that block, it spawns a giant, which is basically like the boss of this mod, I guess. I have some arrows here. I hope that the arrows will be enough to fend it off, because otherwise I don't know how hard it's gonna be able to kill it in melee. No, don't run away. Oh, no, it's getting away. Why is it running away? I need it. Okay, no, now it's coming towards me. Come on. I hope it doesn't have like 1,000,000 health. Yes! Okay, I did it. Whoa. Obsidian shovel. Get anything else? Or is it just one thing? I think it might just be 1 drop per giant. This is an obsidian shovel. And I was talking about earlier, the obsidian tools are in the game. Oh, there's a creeper there. But you can't just get them from making obsidian, as we saw earlier. You have to kill giants to get the obsidian tools. So yeah, I think that's pretty interesting. And the obsidian tools are, as I understand, they're just better than diamond tools. Yeah, you can't just get them through mining. You have to go find these pyramids and then kill giants. And at first I thought it was going to be a obsidian pickaxe. I thought that was the only sort of obsidian tool in the game. But I guess it seems like they might have all of them because I got a shovel instead of a pick. And maybe you have to kill, you have to go find other pyramids and kill more giants to get the full set of tools. So that's kind of cool. That's like, if you're looking for something to do, you know, especially in these versions, there's not a lot of like adventure stuff to do, like, you know, strongholds, ender dragon, woodland mansions, that sort of thing. So if you like those kinds of things, it's probably a good feature. But yeah, this is also like, if you find one of these pyramids, it's basically like you're set for bricks. Like, unless you're building the most massive brick structure ever, I don't think you're ever going to need bricks again once you find one of these. All right, so we're finally back home from our little adventure finding a pyramid. And I think we've basically done like every, or showed off like every new feature. I think there's a few little things that I haven't shown off yet, but I also found another dungeon on the way. I got some cocoa beans, and I found music disc 11, I believe this is. So yeah, this mod, one of the things that this mod adds is new music discs. It adds more music discs, because for a while it was just 13 and cat, but no, you can find more of the music discs, and I guess you can find them in dungeons too, which I don't think you can really do that in vanilla Minecraft. Yeah, this one is this is the really creepy one. It's not even music, it's just like a weird audio recording. I remember one time I was scaring my friend by playing this in the server. Like, he really was freaked out by this, and I just kept playing it over and over, even though he asked me not to. Yeah, I was kind of an asshole kid, but yeah. Okay, cool. So the next thing I really want to do is just build something. You know, this is Minecraft, so we gotta build something at least. And there are a few new blocks and stuff that I think I can incorporate into like a cool base. So I'm gonna try to do that. I got some ideas, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, I don't want to try to make like a cool base out of my cave and stuff and expand it into something neat. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so here's the base completed. It's nothing too crazy, but I just wanted to put together something. I feel like I had to build something. But yeah, so first off, I made this little entrance to the cave. I made it a little more fancy. You have this sort of like patio thing before you get to the door. And I made this little smooth stone wall. I just wanted something to put like ores in, because I thought that'd be cool. You know, I'm kind of showing off the use of the gold pickaxe there, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, that looks okay, I think. And then I have this lovely brick. Oh fuck, that scared me. Oh man, god damn it, creepers. I have this this lovely brick tower / lighthouse, and I'll show that off in a second. But yeah, you come up here. You got a nice little canopy going with leaves. I kind of like that. But yeah, you can come into the cave here. It's basically the same. It's still kind of ugly. But I cleaned it up a little bit. I smoothed out the floor a little. I got my wheat farm here, and I made a skylight up to the sky. I don't know why. I just kind of thought that'd be cool. I put gears here because, like, they don't really have a function, but I thought I should put gears somewhere, just like as a decoration. So yeah, they're here over the mine shaft for some reason. But yeah, I still got my chests with stuff in here. And go over here, you got a little passageway into the tower. This is just like a generic, I guess, storage room, and also got the music disc and the jukebox in here. Up here's another pretty basic, just like storage and crafting room, except I have a Wombo chest in here. So yeah, I wanted to have like a huge, whatever it's called, like the super Wombo chest. But it's an awkward shape. It's like a T shape, so I didn't really know where to put that, but yeah, whatever. So you come out here and you go up into this little, oh, this is actually unfinished. I'm supposed to have slabs there, but whatever. It's too late now. Yeah, I kind of like how this like kind of goes down into a little whatever, like half underground thing. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I like that little exit there. So here's the backyard. I got my pig farm here with the pig spawner, one of the spawners that I got there. It's just a random idea I came up with to sort of have a pig farm, which is kind of cool actually. I guess there's not really a way to farm in these old versions, but with the spawner, you can sort of make a little pig farm. And yeah, I basically have like infinite pork here. It's just going to keep spawning these guys forever, as long as I'm nearby. Look at this creeper stuck here. That's so funny. Oh, I can actually hit him. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. And then sugarcane, you know, whatever. Here's the top of the skylight for the wheat. And here is all the wool colors. I took a minute to try to get every wool color, and I'm pretty sure I got them all. There's 16 of them. So there's the grayscale ones, and then it goes from red all around the spectrum to, I think this is magenta. But yeah, there's a lot of cool colors here. And actually, I think they look pretty nice. I think they're kind of pretty. They're very like bright, almost neon. And yeah, I think they look cool. The funny thing is the wiki had the recipe for all of these except one. So I was missing one and I was like, what the fuck? Which one am I missing? And I had to like play around with the dyes to get it, which was not that easy because there's like a lot of dyes, and like you mix one dye and then you mix two more dyes that were mixed to get another dye, and then bone meal or something. And I was getting a little confused for a second because there's just so many. But yeah, that's that. And then you have the top of the lighthouse here, because I figured I had to use the lamps, the copper lamps somehow. So I made this little lighthouse looking thing, maybe like a beacon. So if I'm far away from my base, I can see the light from the beacon, and that'll shine and let me know where I am. There's one lamp you can see that's like not working. It should be working. There's a redstone torch in the middle that should be lighting up all the 4 blocks around, but it's not for some reason. So I think that's just kind of a bug. But other than that, that's that. And then up there at the top is a copper block, because I figured I need to put like 1 copper block in here somewhere just to have it. So yeah, the top of the lighthouse has a little copper block spike, if you want to call it that. And yeah, I think that's all of the base actually. There's actually an entrance to the cave over here. If I was playing on this longer, I would have like extended that path out here and then come down a little cool little winding stairway into a different entrance into the cave base. But yeah, that would be kind of cool. Other than that, I think this is everything. So yeah, I think that'll be it for our little test of the survival mode in this mod. But there are a few more things, a few more features I do need to check out for Not So Secret Saturday. So we do need to try to make a creative world first off. So let me see. Commands true. So you can toggle commands on or off if you want in here. You can also choose the season. So summer, winter. At first I thought this was like there would be like different seasons in the game, like the seasons would change over time, kind of like BTA. But no, I think that just means do you want the world to be in snowy mode or not? Which of course is a thing from alpha that you might know. Worlds, I think they had a 1 in 4 chance of being snowy. That might not be the right number, but yeah, they could either be like normal, grassy, green, or snowy. We have this world type. So there's different world types. I was playing on normal, but we also have floating, corruption, desert, and 2D Perlin. So let's go ahead and try a floating world. And we've turned commands on, but just take a look for a second. So this is, oh my gosh, it's so cool. This is the floating world. And I love floating worlds. Man, they were added back in Dev. Dev had some great, fantastic floating worlds. But here we are with another variation on them, and it looks very cool. I cannot believe this is the kind of things like just like really cool, fun features that I feel like Minecraft needs. Yeah, god damn, look at this. It's so cool. Now you'll see these brick boxes floating. I think those are supposed to be underwater dungeons, but in the floating world, they've changed it so that they're floating, you know, they're in the air. And they have these like leaves, these vines crawling down from them, which I think is kind of cool. Like it's like overgrown and mossy, and I don't know, it just looks sweet. It looks like really cool actually. But yeah, those are like everywhere. They almost look like floating creatures in the sky. But yeah, damn, just look at this world. It's so awesome. It's really beautiful actually. Like, don't you just want to build like cool Minecraft bases and like villages cascading down these floating islands and have little like underhangs hanging down from the bottoms, you know? Have like bridges going across. Like it's so cool. It just makes your imagination go crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and try to go into creative mode. Let me just figure out how to do that. So if you have commands, you can press help, and there's not a super long list of commands, but they are pretty useful ones. So here I'll go ahead and go into creative mode. So now I'm in creative mode. You see my health bar disappeared. I don't think there's a way to fly. I've been trying to fly. Oh, what did I just do? Okay, but I've been trying to hit different keys to fly, but I don't think there's a way. I tried looking it up. I didn't see anything. But yeah, I should be immune to damage. And I can also, if I press B, I think. Yeah, B, I get the creative mode inventory here. And this is actually, I think this is based off of the old classic block picker thing. I'm pretty sure. So that's pretty cool that they based it off that. But yeah, I'm trying to... Okay, so if you press B, you can cycle through the different item pages. So you have some different stuff here. Oh, this is actually an item that I didn't find when I was in my survival world, but this is crying obsidian. This block will, I think if you press it with a compass... Do they not have a compass in the creative inventory? They might not have it, which would be weird. I might have to make it myself. This is a bit tedious. Like if I want to get a bunch of one item, I have to keep going through my inventory and getting one, literally just one of it in each slot. I'm surprised there's no compass here. I can't tell if I'm blind or what, but I'm not seeing a compass. But I think this should work. I read about this. If you use a compass and right click, there we go. Okay, so you can reset your spawn point using the crying obsidian, which is useful because beds don't exist in this version. The crying obsidian, I think there's like every time a block of obsidian is generated, you know, from water touching lava, there's like a small chance that it will be crying obsidian instead of normal obsidian. So you just have to like grind obsidian and then eventually hope that you can find one of these. Oops, I just broke it. Oh well. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. I saw a quiver in here. I kind of want to see what this does. If this does anything. It's probably just another item that's kind of just in the game. But you can't really do anything with it, I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't think it really does anything. I don't know what it would do. But yeah, so that's the quiver. It would be cool if maybe like you can equip it and then it gives you extra inventory slots, but only for arrows. I feel like that's probably one of the better like uses for it I could think of. What else? Oh, we can spawn one of these if we want. There we go. Bye-bye. Oh, he's in the void. Oh my gosh, I see him down there. Wow. He went really fast. Okay, what are some other commands I can do? I think... Oh, let's try set winter. There we go. So yeah, you can actually toggle whether you want your world to be winter or not if you have commands enabled. But yeah, if you did enable winter at the beginning, this is what it will look like. So yeah, pretty cool. Basically, you know, just the alpha snow worlds. And I like that it's an option to turn it on or off. So you don't have to sort of just gamble with whether your world's going to be winter or not. All right, let's try out another world type. Let's just take a look at all of them, just to be thorough. So this is corruption. I did see a little bit of this. It looks like it's kind of just like messed up, and yeah, it's like a glitched world, you know, as if your world is just like riddled with a bunch of chunk errors. So that's corruption. It looks like it's floating too, actually, which is interesting. You can see there's no ground here. But yeah, that's the corruption world type. It's pretty self-explanatory. Don't know who would want to play on this, but it's cool for me to look at. I personally don't know if I would like to play on this type of world. But I do think it's fun that they included it, and it's cool to look at and just kind of walk around for a little bit. All right, next up is desert. I am assuming this is just going to be sandy, like a big desert here. And yeah, there's actually terrain's pretty high here. And this is interesting. We spawned around this like little oasis here. I think that's kind of cool, actually. But yeah, desert. Yeah, looks like it's pretty self-explanatory. Interesting world type. I've never seen any version of Minecraft that had a desert mode. But I think that's actually a pretty cool idea. Sometimes, a lot of the times in old Minecraft versions in beta, I'll try looking for a big, huge desert to do like deserty, sandy builds. But the deserts are all like way too small. So I appreciate having a mode specifically for making a big desert world. I think that's cool. And you still do have some grass and trees, so you can like you can work with this. You know, you can still do like a lot of stuff. But yeah, I think that's just kind of cool. All right, and then we have, I think the last one, 2D Perlin. So I'm not actually sure what that means, but I think it has something to do with like the terrain generation. Oh, it's very very islandy. There's a lot of water here. Not sure. Oh, not sure if that's part of the world type or if I just got a certain seed that had like a lot of water around the spawn. But yeah, it looks pretty similar. I think the cliffs are kind of jagged and stuff, and the terrain reminds me a little more of like classic or in-dev terrain. I'm not sure if that's in my head, but yeah, it looks a little more like those earlier terrain sort of generation models as opposed to the alpha terrain generation. But yeah, I guess it just adds a different, different type of world generation, kind of a little more variety, and still providing the sort of basic thing of, is this grass here? Oh, that's grass. That's kind of funny. Still providing, a basic Minecraft world with the big grassy areas and trees and stuff. Just like different shapes for the hills and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And here's one thing I'll mention really quickly. Apparently this mod has really good like multiplayer support. Like it's really stable. Oh, there's a little modem sound. Oh, that's what the modem volume was, wasn't it? Oh, that's really funny. But yeah, that's kind of funny that they added that. Yeah, you can add servers here. So that's another benefit of this mod. If you want to play multiplayer for like alpha, you can use this mod and use the multiplayer feature. All right, and with all that being said, I think we're done with Not So Secret Saturday. I think we've seen basically everything we wanted to see. And I quite like it. I wasn't really expecting, I didn't really know what to expect coming in, but it's a bit more, it's a little more low key than I was actually expecting. And I guess that's because I was kind of used to, or I was expecting something more like BTA, because that's really the only like alternate development path type mods for old Minecraft that I've played. But BTA is very like, it changes a lot of things. It's a big, overhaul to the point that it's really like a completely different version of Minecraft, you could argue. But this one is it feels closer to vanilla, and I would almost call this more like an alpha plus mod. Because like if you spawn in, and you just look around the world, besides the blue flowers, which are pretty apparent, but besides that, like it looks like an alpha world. It looks very similar to an alpha world. And a lot of the things that it adds are very just sort of like small little features. Most of them are like quality of life features, just little things that are really nice to have and make the gameplay a little better, a little smoother. But yeah, nothing's like too intrusive, and it's very it's a very light mod, I guess. And I mean that in the best way. I mean that, and that like it adds a lot, but it still feels closer to just like the vanilla alpha experience, to the point that like if you wanted to play alpha Minecraft, like if I even wanted to make like a long-term world in alpha Minecraft, I would consider playing this mod, because it still just feels a lot like alpha Minecraft. It doesn't feel like a complete overhaul of the game. And so I can appreciate that about it. I can see what they're kind of going for here. I will say this mod hasn't been updated in a little while, hasn't had like a major update in a little while. Which is fine. People get busy, and I assume, DirtPiper's just busy. He doesn't have to keep working on this mod. But I hope he does in the future, because it seems like there are some people who enjoy this mod. And I think it's good. Again, I think it's just like a nice, like, alpha Minecraft, but a little better type mod, you know? There's nothing like super duper crazy, except for, I guess, like pyramids and obsidian tools. But even then, those don't really like change the ultimate gameplay that much. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this mod. Pretty cool. I'm glad I checked it out. I actually had a lot of fun playing this, and especially towards the end, building my base here. I just had a lot of fun doing that. I really enjoyed making a classic bright green alpha base. So yeah, that's all I have to say. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you around.